Guys. Just thought we would have a little tarot reading and kind of just talk about magic and manifesting and so far. Um, I was talking to some people, and this has been a very long January. It has. I knew that this next year, from the beginning, was going to be a whole different. It was going to be like out with the old and in with the new, and of course, it's a lot of the old still crashes over. Um, if anybody wants a reading, let me know, and I've got my cards out or oracle cards, and we can start with that. Um, hey, Ghostbuster. Hey, Leash. How are you? Also, in the next, hopefully in the next week or so, there is a place that I've been told about from one of my coworkers who's had a few experiences with me. One that was actually quite incredible. He got we work at a mental health institution, and he got he got pushed over is the best way to put it. We were painting, and he was stooped down low painting a door, and he thought that somebody was coming in the room messing with them, and so he goes to open the door to cuss him because it made him fall over, and there was nobody on the other side. And he looked at me because I just walked out of the room. I was like, nope. So yeah, he told me of a place that has had several wrecks, fatalities, I guess. And you can be there at night, and you just evidently you can hear crying and all kinds of things out there. So I'm very interested in going down there and checking that out. Just kidding. Okay. All righty. Let me get that started. Would you have any questions, Ghostbuster, that you would like any in like specific? So the more specific, the better reading I can get. Okay. Is there like this? I'm getting a love, like a relationship or significant other, or is there something going on with that? So I just heard love. Okay. Okay. On the ooh, whatever surgery. Um, I don't know. Is there? It feels like there's pressure, and you say the spine, but I feel is it lower? Is it the lower back? I feel also. Is there a specialist that's going to be doing the surgery? Okay, because what I'm getting, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling is like okay, yes, the surgery is it will help, but I feel like the recovery is going to be pretty rough, to be honest. Um, Also, I feel like you'll have to push yourself in recovery. Let me get some. Well, some just popped out. Okay, because I was feeling, like lower here. So, okay. Ooh, almost like 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 a pressure, but then also like sharp going up. So, okay, bless your heart. Okay, I do feel like the surgery will be very beneficial, but it's going to be one of those things, kind of like the recovery is not going to be the funnest, unfortunately. Do you have, I mean, is there somebody there to help you, to support you? Let me get this thing started to fall a little bit. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. Okay, guys, I am sorry. I'm trying to set my phone back up. My phone decided to crash, and so we're good. But no, as I was saying, to get Ghostbuster, correct? That it will go okay. Everything with the surgery will be fine. Recovery, if you try to get, or if you have anybody that can be there as a support, like I feel like getting out of bed, that process is going to be painful. Take your time, but also know when to start pushing yourself. Don't like get stuck. Hold on. I wanna actually, I feel like more at pulling an oracle card for you, because I just feel like it's going to be more guidance for that. So hang on. Um, I knock on my cards to just remove any energy from anybody else that I've done the reading for in the past. Just something I've learned from others, and it just kind of clears the energy. So I feel like I need to pick from the middle. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's the card I got was two little witches. Okay, and it is called Magical Space Clearing Time. And that is, let me read the information here. It is from out of the shadows come two little witches, solemn and sincere. They fix you with their clear green and blue gray gaze, and they're ready for the magic that is broom. Is the broom. So they're clearing. It's just like clearing out space. In your recovery, you're going to want to make sure you're comfortable. Anything that you can get done to tidy up and to prepare beforehand for the surgery, whether it makes sure that your room is completely comfortable where you can get to things easily. Because it's going, like I said, I feel like it's going to be pretty harsh to get through the after. It's going to be self-care and clearing space. Hope that helps. But everything will be fine, because I feel like once it's all done and over, you're going to have so much relief. Like it's going to, I feel like it's going to be gone. So trust this surgery. I think it will be good. Just hang in there. And okay, awesome, good. That makes perfect sense. So just make sure it's comfy, and you're prepared to stay in there, and it's not going to be something that you are going to be irritated with. I'm sorry, I have my crazy boyfriend is distracting me. He's dressing. I should put the camera on him. He's dressing in my clothes. He's fun. Yeah. Sorry. But no, if your whole room is like set up and you're comfy and it's a happy place, that does help and aid in you healing better. So that would make very much sense. So that's awesome. And if I talk and it sounds like I'm just talking to some. Melvin is helping me. He kind of helps me through the streams and stuff. And so if I talk and it sounds like I'm just talking to some random, there is Melvin's hearing me. So I apologize. Suicide Cliff. Is this? I love it. I love it. Would you like an oracle reading? Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk a little about chaos magic. Something that, Melvin's brought it to me, and chaos magic. It is okay. I have had someone say, gosh, it can get really crude. So if you're a child or if you're offended by sexual innuendos, then you might want to jump out on this one. But so let's say that you're trying to get a job, and this is like a job that you are really into. I am lucky and have gotten a copy off of the internet of it's a chaos magic book. It's called Stealing the Fire from Heaven. And it's kind of like, which is weird because I was reading about Pandora and Pandora's, or her box, or what some call it, the vase, whatever. But if you go into that story, it talks about stealing the fire from heaven. Well, this is what the name of the book is, and it's about chaos magic. And you don't have to believe in any certain deity or God or anything like that, except for, let's say you're wanting that job. And it can be any deity. It can be, it could be Jesus. It could be Lucifer. It could be Superman. But you have to put your mind, okay, Superman's real, and that means just as long as you're trying to get this particular job. And you know that he's going to help you get there. I mean, you say you can wear Superman clothes, you can feel his energy, whatever it takes to kind of pull that strength. When you think about it, it's really your own mind, your own focus and drive for it and desire. But you have to be able to focus it on something. And so what you can do is make a sigil, your own sigil that means something to you about the job. It could be take a sigil if it's about the job. Let's say the company has a logo and you make a sigil, containing that logo, and you focus your mind on it. You can, my friend did is he put his mail, he he put his sperm, he gave his love juice. Oh, that's bad. And he put that on the sigil, right? And he's like, okay, the job's mine. He'd already applied. The next day, he was getting a call. He'd already, he was like, but it was kind of like a fuck it type magic, because you're like, you're doing this. Well, listen, like, I'm sorry, but you're doing this in focus that this is going to be yours. And he just was like, yeah, it's mine. And he walked away and he got the job. But it's more about believing and knowing that it's your job. So it can work. I mean, okay, look, if you've ever been so angry or mad or something, and it's like it's boiling inside of you, and then stuff start kind of going out of whack, your refrigerator goes out, your tire blows, or this or that. It's because of that anger that's not being directed in the right way. You can use that to manifest the things that you want. But it's kind of like being able to force, like, push it in the right direction. And it can be challenging because it is our emotions, it is our feelings, and what we're dealing with. So it's quite intense. Um, okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Cliff, sex magic is powerful. Okay, that's a good question. What was that name again? Melvin? Friends. Okay. Thank you, Melvin. Friends. And I'm shuffling for you, Cliff. Out of the corner of your eye. That was kind of one of the when I was little. Um, especially, and it was very weird. I'd be looking in a mirror and I would see something, and to out of the corner of the eye, like going through the hall. And I just learned. I would tell myself, okay, ignore it. Um, until I saw the full thing, which was as a little kid, it's quite disturbing. But um, if you're not, if you're taking medication, I mean, that could always be a thing. If you're asleep, not getting any sleep, that can cause it. But if you're, oh, there's yours, Cliff. Um, if you're not doing anything that cause, that kind of stress, then you may be actually um, just allowing yourself to be a little open to see things that most can't. And that's don't. I mean, it's number one. Try not to be afraid. Um, you don't want to feed into any fears or because things like that, they use our energy. I mean, it's like if you've ever been around somebody that's angry or happy, it's like if they're happy, you want to be around them. They draw that attention. It's positive. But if they're angry, it's like you step back. Why? Well, it's because you can feel that. And it's the same way. Even if somebody is passed over, um, they they can still you can still feel the energy. So just don't feed it and give it anything to be to harm you. Um, and those noises, um, are you able? Is it just music or is it actual words? Can you? I mean, because something could be trying to talk to you or tell you something. Sometimes it's just trying to. I'm trying. I feel like I don't feel like it's a loved one, to be honest, which is odd because most of the time it is. People that have gifts, which everybody is capable of if you allow yourself to be open. Um, because you know there's just things that cannot be explained. Um, and once you realize that, then of course you're more open to be susceptible to hearing these things or seeing them. Um, just I would suggest for anybody that's going through it, meditation, always chakra meditations. Or I love there's one that's on YouTube. It's a 7 minute chakra meditation, and it's actually 8 minutes, but that one helps kind of calm me and actually balance everything back out when I'm really just overdone. Um, then I would say go easily into it. Um, like look up things that about being I was a clairvoyant, because it can help you. A lot of people that have it have information out there that is very, very, very beneficial. Um, okay, I feel like one more for Cliff. German folk music. Okay. I feel like this is just getting your attention. Okay, when you're gifted, we are. This is how my mentor kind of explained it to me. Because they're not able to communicate with us constantly, and not everybody knows that they're actually there. If you've ever like, okay, like the what's it called, the anglerfish, like at the bottom of the ocean where it's really super dark, how you know that light that's hanging. Well, a person that is open, they're they're that light, so it's going to draw everything that is wanting that attention. So I feel like this is just kind of a, I want to say like a little, the word is like extension whore, letting you know they're there, or they were, you know, that was, I don't know if it was their home, but this was a place that this person felt comfortable. So just like, okay, you know, just let them know, if, you know, I'm, you know, you can stay, but don't you mess with me or my family, you know, just to make sure you have ground rules that it doesn't affect your everyday living. Because I feel like, I don't feel like it would be harmful. I feel like this guy could be a little bit annoying. Um, like kind of like you said with the music, a little over, like in your face. Okay, so Cliff, I pulled some cards, some oracle cards. Interesting. Okay, the first card is autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Okay, she's very, okay, so I feel like there's a lot of sorrow. There is something that she's looking for and trying to find, and she's had a very difficult time along the way of getting that. I'm going to see what the book says about it. I don't know. I feel like this is feels heart, like broken heart. So does that sound correct, Cliff? 6. I feel okay. I'm hearing let down or disappointed as well. Lost and lonely, this fragile little being has the apple of life and wisdom. She has hope, although it is fading fast. This lovely little fairy is all buttoned up against the cold and the bleak autumn landscape and offers no warmth or comfort. But in her hand, she holds the source of hope and life itself, a bright red apple. She can sustain herself till the frost-bound landscape thaws. She can save the seeds from her feast and plant them in the warming ground so that she need never go hungry again. And the rewards of this act will continue far into the future and far beyond her lifetime. Very interesting. I feel like, okay, this is, okay. Okay, and here's what she says. I keep waiting for hope to come, but all about me is cold. I cannot find what I'm looking for, and indeed, I can barely remember what it is I was in search of or of before I got so lost. I'm cold and alone, and no, yeah, very much sorrow. Well, this is telling you, don't lose hope. I mean, it says, please don't lose hope. Okay, so the apple is important. The seed planting. If it is looking for, you know, your soulmate, it is planting the seeds out there, not giving up. Keep trying, and that person is there. You just have to keep planting the seeds. Don't let the bad apples um, distract you on that. It is hard, and I can feel it. It's very sad. The next card is Snow Angels. The signs are with you already. So okay. I love it. She's almost sassy. It's like, hey, you already know it's me. So I feel like somebody is out there getting your attention or trying to get your attention. And like, what's okay? The Four of Cups in a regular tarot deck, he is, you know, the universe is showing you here. I've given you all of this, but you're ignoring the one thing that you really want. That's right there. So it's almost, it feels like the Four of Cups for me. Like it's already there. You're just not looking at it, or you're so disappointed that you're not just picking the cup up and keep it and accepting it for yourself. Like it's right there in front of your face, and you're having a hard time seeing it. So that's okay. And so that brings back the other one where you plant those seeds, because it will grow and you will see it eventually. The angel is the one of many beings assigned to humanity to carve out signs in the most dark and lifeless places. She leaves. Sorry, I'm gonna take my gun. She leaves signs out in the most dark and lifeless of places. She leaves those for who cannot see, and shapes them again and again one day to those who will deny she is watching over them. Okay, here it is. There. If you missed that sign, I really don't know what will convince you. Maybe I should just stand here a while and wait until you notice me, point to the sign, flap my wings, and then you'll believe. So there are signs. There's everything's directing you to what it is that you're wanting, that desire. I feel like you already. I mean, this is telling me you already know. I don't know if you're trying to figure if you're denying it or you just don't. I think it might be more like you don't see it. Is this an out of your league thing? Like maybe that you don't deserve it, or it's a fear, but it's like if it's somebody you think is out of your league, I think you should go for it anyway, because it's like I mean, there's signs, and I think you're seeing this, and you're just trying to ignore it. The other card is number 21, the Angel of Alchemy, Miracle, which I love this being the very last one. Which, okay, so you have the hope, then you have the the signs, and then you have the miracle. So let me put that one up. That Four of Cups just is sticking out. What is? Are you having a hard time seeing, like signs, or just like accepting that it's there for you? Because that's what it's just. Don't doubt. Okay, so if you think you've seen signs and you doubt, don't doubt it. Like I love the sass in this card. I mean, she's got her hand up on her hip, like, hello, pay attention. This is, right here. Like, stop. So trust your instinct. Um, sometimes, of course, sometimes trusting instinct or doing something that you're afraid of or makes you nervous or scared or whatever, it can be hard. But even at the worst, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, yeah, you get let down. But the best that could happen is something good that you're not even going to try for. So try, give it a chance, give it a shot, trust your instincts, see the signs and accept them. Because the miracle's right here. I think the miracle it really speaks for itself. There may be challenges for you at the present time, regardless of what you or one dear to you may be experiencing. It's time to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I had a short time left to live left on this planet? Take action. So it's basically telling you, like, don't waste your time. Do it. Go for it. I love that. yeah, kind of like what I said. What is the worst that can happen? Be brave and just kind of stand out and just do it. Because it feels like, well, it's all positive. Everything here was positive. It's like, go for it. Any other questions on that? Uh, Thank you, France. A tarot deck. I'm not sure what's in a regular deck of cards. I know that there is 55, 52. Okay, sorry, I was just told 52. So in a regular card deck, there's 52 cards. In a tarot deck, there's 78. Now, there are people that do cartomancy, which is they can read with a regular card decks. A deck of cards. I said that so backwards. I was speaking. Um, what is it called when you read backwards? But no, uh, cartomancy is some. I love when people do it. It's very interesting because it does mimic the tarot in some ways. Um, the people that are really good at it get a lot of information. There's a lot of divination. I don't. I've looked into it. It is. It's hard. It's hard. It's because there's so much to know about which card is which. But there's 78 in tarot and 52 in a regular deck of cards. Oh, I'm so glad, Cliff. I am glad because especially when you get two times of something being told, or those two, those are signs. It's telling you, okay, enjoy what enjoy your life. We have, even if we do reincarnate, what we remember, we're not going to remember this one. If I mean, unless we're really, really super in tune. So live this one like you are not going to have many days left. Enjoy it. Don't waste it with stupid stuff. Um, Step out there, out of your comfort zone. I think it's going to be just fine. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be just fine because it is scary. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I'm going to assume you can. I am Melvin, and I'm just going back to the um, chaos magic thing real quick. And
Okay.
all right, so Bonnie, this is really trippy. So remember a few weeks back, I told you that I was told Angie made the pendulum board, and hi
Mm-hmm.
Angie, and I was told
Hey,
to
Ange. Mhm.
like ask Monet for help.
Yes.
All right, so when you just said earlier with the chaos magic talk that sometimes you create a deity almost like the
Yes.
Superman example you gave, and Monet, Monet,
I
reply,
love it.
and that just really hit me, and it all clicked like right then and there.
Yes.
So holy cow, I think I need to get back to that.
Yes.
This stuff is
Oh yeah.
legit.
The chaos magic is can be super. I always okay.
Oh, sorry. Didn't
Before
know my sound was loud. I usually test it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going back in my corner. Sorry.
no, you're fine. No, so with chaos magic, it can be. I always, before I understood and really started researching and looking at different, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many different types of magic. And at first, I thought it's just going to be in this one little tiny spot. And then it's there's blood magic, sex magic, chaos magic, you got, and they're also wonderful and different, and you can use them in different ways. There's hoodoo, voodoo, or voodoo, and they're all very powerful. Um, I suggest for people, I work with different ones, but when, I've even, there's also Norse magic, and I love that. Depending on what I'm doing, I will use different ones for what I feel like inside, what my guides or I'm guided to do. Um, Chaos magic is what I used to call accidental magic. Being super angry at somebody and not realizing how much I was focused and directed on my pain or what they did, and I wanted them to feel it back, and I wanted to give back to them what they had given me and hurt me. And they're like, "Did you curse me?" I'm like, "I didn't mean to." Yeah. So it's knowing how to direct it to where you can use it in a good way, because like there are times I would have never really tried to do it, and I realized that I put it back, and I'm like, God, okay, I was a little too angry and directed, and so it does affect. And I didn't realize that there was a name for my accidental magic. So yeah. Hey, does anybody have questions on, or want a reading? Because like to me, these oracle cards are really just kind of resonating tonight. I've always liked this deck. I haven't used it in a while, to be honest. It is the Oracles of Shadow and Light. Shadows and Light. And the artwork, well, it's Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And if you look at her stuff, it's always really cute and fairy, and it was something that just, one of my first decks, Oracle decks, it drew my attention, and it looks really cutesy, but the messages always seem to just really resonate. Meldon, I have, oh my gosh, I think I have 15 to 20. I carry some with me in my vehicle, because even when I'm at work and somebody wants a reading, I will use my break or lunch or whatever, and I will, do it. And because I always carry cards with me, because it's even when I'm at my regular day job, this is part of me and who I am, and so it's not like it just leaves while I'm at work. I do have to, like, because of where I work, I have to kind of protect myself, because sorry. Thank you. Sorry. I have a child running around, a grown child. But it stays with me, stays with who I am, and so I try to keep the cards with. I'll do it. I don't. And what's funny is a lot of people ask, well, do you read for yourself? And I don't. What seemed for me, and I know a lot of people that can and have no problem with it, but for me, I can tell everybody else, oh, be positive, do this and this, and then when it turns around, for me, it's a lot harder for me. I'm like, oh no, nothing good's gonna, and I have this, and even when I'm telling myself, no, you're just being negative, don't do that, it comes out in the cards. I will pull every card that looks negative because of my own mindset. So I don't get a real clear reading when I try to read for myself. So I try to get a friend and trade readings, so that with people that I trust, because for me, I put too much of my energy, and it's not good. Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, and ooh, I like that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. when the Wheel of Fortune, I literally, not the Wheel of Fortune game, but for me, I always see the from the Price is Right thing they spin, whatever that is. Their big wheel, yes. And so they spin the big wheel, and there's so many opportunities coming, right? Coming, and anyone is up for your taking, right? So when it stops, it's the whole point of that is where your mindset. So when that wheel comes and you're wanting to see the jackpot or whatever, you have to see it there. It's kind of like I would, and I still do it sometimes. I try not to too much, but I'm like, I'm running late to work. That light is going to be green, and I see it green like from miles back, so that I can just drive through. And the more I focus on that light being green, by the time I get there, the light will be green. So focus on what it is you want with that Wheel of Fortune, right? And put that energy towards it, because there are so many opportunities coming your way. Then what was the second card? Was the Lovers. Okay, so this is telling you this is a love type situation again. So, and I feel like with this Lovers, it is it's not just intimacy, it is passion, it is friendship, it is, like, I keep saying it, intertwined. So it's everything that you want and you desire, and it's coming your way. You just have to focus and realize that it's there and accept it. And the Star, again, the Star of hope, starlight, star bright, for star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish, I wish I. So to me, this is telling you it's there. Everything is, like, this is very, I love it. It's got this whole magic-y, like, I feel like you've manifested this. Those, I've used the online draw generators too, and sometimes they're very, very on point. But if you think about it, with the Oracle cards, it almost matched those, in my opinion, because it's like hope, the Wheel of Fortune, sending, all these things, hope, right? And then, of course, the other one was like, are you just going to sit here and grab it? Because, like, the Lover, she's sitting there waiting for you. And then the third one is that hope again. I mean, it's like, so it was like the hope and stuff was reversed. But the last one, it was like miracle. Yeah, miracle. It was miracle, which is the Star. It's there. I love it. It really resonates with the other reading. So hang on just a second. I'm gonna mute for a minute. Sorry. I apologize. Let's see. That is very interesting, Cliff, though, because it really did resonate. Oh, friends. No, okay, friends. Ooh. So, is it Franz? How do you, Franz? F-R-A-N. So there is something called France, but you also have the, what is your alien? What is your alien name? That alien, the foot fetish alien. Yeah. I swear I saw something just behind me on the. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was the light. I don't know. I just feel like I saw something behind me. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards. Somebody is just out of balance. I don't know who this is for. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, and Pentacles can be, it's an earthy thing. So this is yeah. I feel like this is an out. It can be like with the Pentacles, it can be about money or whatever. But I also I don't know. I feel like this is me. There's some. I heard rooted, like grounding. Somebody's having a hard time being grounded right now. The King of Pentacles came in reverse, and this is the deviant moon. Yeah, the deviant moon tarot. All right, and it came in reverse. So here it is, right side up. A king that he's got all of this stuff together, right? He has it in order. Everything's good, but this is in reverse. So we're out of balance here. We're not. We're not feeling ourselves. If that makes sense. Let me see, because this one felt like it was coming. See, this deck is a lot different than most. And I like it because there's just sometimes it. The Three of Pentacles. And Mel, what would you say the regular Three of Pentacles is? Because this one has a totally different feel. Oh, Mel, you can turn your thingy on. They're, you don't like my artwork? They're creepy, are they not? This one, yeah, okay. Because this one almost like people are working against, or I feel like, okay, with this one, it's like these people are trying to fix each other instead of rooting down and fixing themselves, right? Um, this card is ick to me. Yeah, but yeah, and this one's it's like it's almost like it's not, yeah, pushing you, like not helping because I'm going to be too focused on fixing everybody else that I'm not even noticing my own issues and the things that I need to fix. So I feel like if there are things that you've been wanting to work on, I say go for it because it's going to get you grounded and more rooted. And yeah. Um, and if anybody is around you trying to fix you and you're not wanting that, let them know. Tell them, hey, I'll fix myself. Like, don't do that for me. Like let them know especially if it's not something, it's not comfortable because it doesn't feel like it's a comfortable thing. Like I don't know. It's almost, I feels, I want to say annoying. Like it gets. Here's one coming at you. So. Hmm. Okay, this one's Angie. Maybe this one's a little better. The six. What is it? Yeah, Six of Cups. Childish. It's a puppet show. It's Child's play. It's yeah, somebody's being childish, like about the situation. Very interesting. There's a lot. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. This is the Page of Swords. This one keeps coming to fly away too. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get the feel of this one. The Eye. He's not blind to what's going on. He's aware and paying attention, and he may be, it feels like it's a younger person, but it doesn't necessarily mean it. It might mean that they felt belittled and like told, oh, you're being childish or you're this or that. But it's like you're becoming aware, if that makes sense. And you're prepared better now to go into, I don't want to say battle, but to stand up for yourself. So I feel like this is basically telling you to tell anybody that is trying to step against you to that, you know, sorry. But no, stand up for yourself. I feel like it's okay. Whoever, you know, do it, it will, and I feel like it will all at the end help you be more balanced and kind of get yourself um, back, get your strength back, get your, mentally, internally, fix you. Okay. I want to pull one or two, a couple of each. Let me see here. What do we have going on for Mel? Okay, well, there you go. That one come out. I'm hearing stubborn, or is Angie, if she's thinking he's stubborn, she stop. I heard though. I'm hearing stubborn. Okay. So either your guys are kind of like talking to me, or Angie's saying you're stubborn, and I'm feeling it. Okay. Oh, fruit. Yes, grab your stuff, dude. I'm telling you. It's surprising, but it's never really, you know what I mean? Okay, so you're interesting. These are two, both that are the two that I just drew are very much similar. It's the number 16, so if that's anything, it's Angel de los Muertos, transitions to the spirit realm. And I'm sorry, I keep hearing that the guns, they can't see me. I'm in the spirit world. If anybody's seen, gosh, I'm gonna have to watch that again. It's hilarious. But what this is talking about is you're becoming more and more in tune. And I don't know if you're ignoring the things that are going on around you out of fear, but it's kind of like too late, too bad, so sad that this is part of their transitions. Things. I'm going to give you the little information on it. The Angel de los Muertos appearance in a reading signifies that you must not delay activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only from those who have passed, but of the truth that you can activate your new life while you are still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass. It's no longer necessary to pass to recreate the life contract and purpose you have. Do not wish to leave in order to start anew. Believe that this is life is a constant process of creation, and that you are at a point where you can end a pattern without ending this life. Energy is changing, and death is no longer the greatest reshaper. So if you've been depressed, if you've been like, oh, I just want to do over, start over, get over it. It's what they say. You know what I mean? When you get down in the dumps, it's like, I just, you know what? I wish I didn't have to do this anymore. I just want to be gone. It's basically, it's telling you too bad. Reclaim, and you can start over and rebirth yourself today. You can change everything because it's very interesting. The next one. And so here she was one more time. And she looks really just kind of irritated. In my opinion, she looks a little irritated with you, Mel. The next one is number 33. 33, that's a significant number, though. It's like I think it's like in numerology. I can't think what it is. It's right offhand. 33. The dress of alchemy. And it says, release your power. Okay. It is telling you, please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. Once you're clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. And so, she showed up because of the other card. How to reclaim and rechange and to redirect negativity. Like, if you think of something negative, make yourself think of something positive too. Um, and that'll get old having to do that. And you know what I mean? You'll start thinking less on the negative side. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. Okay. So that negative thinking, and Mel, we know, I love you. I'm negative too at times. So let's be honest. So when you're negative, it's drawing in these people or these things coming to you. They're negative, and it's I had a friend that has told me before. Well, if you always keep thinking, hearing something going in my bedroom. Okay, I heard a noise in my bedroom, so sorry, I was distracted. Anyway, so if you think negative, you're going to draw negative people, negative things. And it is not easy when all these negative things are happening to try to force yourself into thinking positive, right? It's hard. And you can fake it till you make it, but you have to really kind of know the good things. I mean, if it's just one good thing, focus hard on it. And the more you do that, the better things will come. And like these negative things won't be just pulling at you because you'll be getting the good things too, if that makes sense. So yeah. And then you won't be misled by the ones that are negative anymore because, negative people, negative things can definitely be misleading. You don't know that it's a bad thing until you start seeing those signs. So let me see what the tarot says too as well to kind of go along with that. And I feel like, have you been moping a lot, Mel? Mm. There are, I, everybody think the world, for me personally, I think bad things, there's a lot of negativity that the world's focusing on right now. The more people directing negative energy, it's going to manifest negative things, being wars and all kinds of things. I don't see the world just being banished. Not in my lifetime. So this is for you, Cliff. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of trying to see if I get any. I don't know why, but I think hurricanes are going to be pretty bad. Like the next few years, maybe within the next years. I don't know if it's just going to be one season, but it's going to. I think there's going to be one. I do feel like it's going to be one season. It's just going to be pretty. I wouldn't invest in beach property for at least here to like 10 years. So I feel like, yeah. But as far as fate of everything, no. I do think that right now the world is in a state that is focusing so much and hating so much and not trying to realize that being kind to somebody, just somebody that you don't know if they're having a horrible day and you see them in the grocery store and you smile at them, just a smile. You don't have to say anything, just smile, because the smile is contagious. Um, Smile at the person that needs it. Little tiny things like that, the more and more we do, it would be so simple to really. I'm not saying government on a government level, but as a people level, right? If they were to all focus and work together, things would be a lot different. But it takes those people that are willing to choose to not feed into the negative so much, to smile anyway, and to be there and be a friend when it's hard, or it can change things. And one person, I've always said, if everything that I've gone through that's been hard, if it helps somebody else by being able to be there for them through it, as hard as it was for me to go through it would be worth it, because I know that I helped somebody else. So it's because it's not so for nothing at that point when you can help somebody. Smiling is a great way to start. So start smiling and saying hi. I think those little tiny things could really make a huge difference. And I know I'm not alone. I've had other friends that think that it's just like it'd be so simple to fix all the bullshit that's going on by just not being an asshole. The world is just full of them right now. Okay, so I got 3 cards for you, Mel. And it matches the other ones, and it is the card of Leo, strength. It is, but it was upside down. You have this huge, I call him genie guy, and on my deck, he's fighting a crocodile, alligator, a thingy. He's got his head like, who's scarier? There is a fierceness in this person. I guess you'd call it a person. And he's trying to face this fear, and like, this thing's growling and trying to bite him, but it's almost like it's reversed. But Mel, your strength has been tapped. It's not where it should be. You're letting everything that's bad, all the, and you're letting it overcome you. And I'm having to say it that way, overcome you. And it needs to be reversed, because I feel like you know who you are. You know what you're capable of. The next card. I like this. Now, this one's not as bad, is it, Anne? This one's actually sweet. It's the 4 of Wands. This is to me, the 4 of Wands is like the happily ever after. It's like the white picket fence, the happy family, everything being the way that it should, that you feel like this is the goal, the dream that you want. It's there. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the third one, and I know why it's this way. So I got strength that was in reverse. Then I have in the middle there, and it just kind of stands out, is the 4 of Wands. But then the last one is the 3 of Swords. Oh, he's just been stabbed. But in this deck, I feel like it's almost being dramatic. The middle card stands out. This is what is standing right there. This is happiness and everything you want is right there, but your strength is not where it needs to be. And you're focusing on losses and things that have just beat you down. I want to grab another card. I feel like this tells me your focus is just wrong. Wrong. I feel like I don't know. I feel like not Pearl, but what's her name? Like it's like no, it's wrong. Okay. A page of swords popped out again. In reverse, but you're refusing to see everything that's right there and just to go and fight for what it is you want. So Mel, tell me a little. Mel, I'm sorry. You know it always pulls out with me on the card, so fill it. In a rating. Yeah, you're letting things get to you. Oh, Melvin.
Oh, don't say "Oh, Melvin." Anyway, they can hear me now, or at least they should be able to. Um, so you can know. Cliff says even the smallest kind act. Oh gosh, can I not read? You totally threw me off. Even the smallest kind act can have a huge impact in the grand scheme
Yep.
of things. It
Yep.
it doesn't seem like it, but it can reverse a ton of negative energy.
Oh,
And
hell yeah. Um, hell yeah.
and I gotta know, is it Franz or Franz? I hope it's Franz, but he or she said thoroughly stabbed too. So and that was in
Said what?
regards thoroughly stabbed too. That was in regards to the three of
I know.
swords.
The Three of Swords, does it not? It seems so. It's so dramatic. This is a different deck, and it is, it's a. I call it. It's a darker deck, and maybe I just heard my house is like I. It's nothing bad, but I don't matter how much stays. It's like the ones that want to hang around do. I don't. Anyway, Three of Swords. You're dramatic, Mel. I'm sorry. It cracks me up. But no, a single smile at Cliff is saying it is almost like twice as powerful as all the negativity, right? Because when you think about when you feel super happy and super good about yourself, and how that almost it swells up that you're just so overjoyed. All right, that anger is a duller feeling. If this makes sense, it's hard to explain, but when you're feeling it inside, when it's welling up in you, the anger is almost like you can feel your blood pulse. You can feel this, and it's just inside, right? But when you're happy, when you feel overjoyed, it's a warmth, and it sweeps over. Way more powerful. And that's what I'm saying. A simple smile to a person that really needs it for no reason. You smiled, you're okay, and if you can just get more people doing it, if you do that enough, it will be picked up. Other people will start doing it, or they'll see how it makes them feel, and they'll want to, kind of pay it back. Um, and it would help break some of all this negativity going on. And I feel like we are, if anything destroys this world, it's going to be us. I think the people up in the, space are just watching us all, just like, oh my, they just messing up every day. We try to help them, and they just, pass it away.
That sounds about right.
They trying, but we don't know how to be nice. It is. It's just like we're just so many assholes that it's overwhelming.
Well,
You know what's funny?
oh,
I
well,
had a friend the other day post about Pandora's vase, right? Or, her box or vase, whatever. And, it was like a whole bunch of nasty things like anger, hate, jealousy. All these things float out of it, right? Now, in this vase, full of negativity and almost like it was like what we've released all over the world, especially the way all the assholes lately. So it's like she released all these things out, right? Now, the one thing that she was managed to keep and get back into the vase, right? The only thing was hope. Now, my friend brought up a really good point, and it had me think. I was like, oh shit. So was hope left in the vase? Why was it mixed with all these nasty things? Was it one thing to see that light at the end of the tunnel? Was it the one thing to keep us going? Or was it to mislead us and misguide us? You know what I mean? It was very interesting in the way that it was done. So, Mel, what do you think?
well, this
Do you
actually
think I was put there to?
this actually kind of makes me go to the alien topic, believe it or not.
Oh
And
wow!
it's weird. It's doing it again. You sorry son of a monkey's uncle. So I don't think anything is here to actually mislead, believe it or not. I think everything will guide you to said end destination, but everyone just gets there differently. And for some, like for instance, we'll use the Pandora's box, vase, whatever, as an example. And you said how there's a light there, and is it used for guidance? Is it used to throw you off? And well, that's just it. It's all of the above. Um,
Hmm.
because you know, I can see your light, but that doesn't mean it's going to work for me, and I'm going the wrong direction here. And you might see mine and say, oh, well, that's pretty. Let me go here. And then on the flip side of that, it could be that we are guided to each other. And then we go into this. Okay, who put those lights there? And for what reasons. And, like I said, that could go into the alien topic where it's like, oh, well, some aliens popped up, they're playing scientists. Or if you want to go to the more spirituality side, we'll say God, gods, angels, whatever you believe in or choose not to believe in, put it there. Heck,
Right,
you yourself, your higher conscience, put it there. So
right.
I don't know if that answers your question or not, but
No,
uh,
well, it was this. It's funny. It's because it's like for me, it's I
oh
my
dear
belief
God, Sweet
system
Pea,
is
why are you, my cat is reacting. She was sound asleep, and now she's just
whoa.
looking around at nothing,
Oh,
and it's freaking me out because it's like
it,
something
nothing.
is flying around back and
Because
forth.
you get scared. Don't be scared. I told you a million times.
Sweet Pea, go back to sleep. I
Cats are very psychic. It's quite
I
amusing.
have no idea what she is seeing, but she is
There's
like,
something you don't.
yeah, she's looking all around, and she was dead sleep. This cat, when she's out, she's out. So
Well, it's just telling you to gain hope. She's telling you like how many times do you have to be told? And that's what's very interesting. And have you noticed how much the word hope has come up tonight?
oh yeah, actually, Sweet Pea, you're freaking me out, man.
That's very significant because it is like it's in so many of the different cards. Hope, 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 right? Or I feel like like I first said, January has been super long. It's like it's a never-ending month. It's like a whole year of this month, and I think it's not been easy for most people. And like kind of goes to what you were saying, believing whether we believe in. And I was telling somebody the other, you we sometimes there are like for even for me, like that's why I'll call upon the Morgan. It's like when I need something to believe, I will grab what I know works for me, what gives me strength and helps me to, to focus. to keep keep striving for, why I keep doing what I do, and so forth. So we focus on whatever works. I don't care if it's you want to pray to a little toad. It doesn't fucking matter. If that gives you some kind of hope, some kind of strength, you have to use that until you can stand on. Like I'm seeing the two of fucking pentacles, where you can balance again, to get you back to where you can be rooted and grounded and strong enough to keep on. And so I think that's what's, I don't know, the hope thing. I feel like that's something that we all, whatever it is you need to do, or to pray to, or believe in, or whatever it is, I feel like there is something out there for everybody right now. And if you're having a hard time struggling, if you're having a hard time with whatever you're going through, I feel like that the whole, it's like it keeps over and over, and it's telling. I feel like this is a message for everybody. You keep up hope, no matter what the. Oh, I caught it. I caught myself not cussing. Whatever's going on, don't freaking give up hope, because you can do it. I'm almost, I don't know why, and here's this France.
It's
That he
the
was talking about
A.
the default.
The A is pronounced as in war, which doesn't help me. So
France, right? Okay, so I'm almost seeing. It's like I feel like, I've read and looked into, because I like history and stuff. So, when the slaves would work out in the fields, there were songs that they would sing songs. They would sing to keep them going. And I think that's quite lovely, because it wasn't fun. They were tired and sweating and not probably being treated very nice, but they would sing and try to keep themselves uplifted, right? So that they could go, and when they got to go home, they could at least have that bit of happiness there. So I always thought that was quite lovely. I said that's a strength within itself, for people to try to keep each other motivated and keep going through something hard. People like do that. I think that's amazing. So we've got to do those type of things too. We can't give up?
So, Cliff just commented and says, I feel like we are on the cusp of transition. Everyone can feel that things are so much different, and a lot of what our destiny will be depends upon if we have faith in overcoming our obstacles.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
it is Franz. Like you pronounce it,
Franz.
Frawns.
Franz. Okay, that's great. You like that one, right?
I like Franz,
Yeah.
yes.
Franz. It's very ethnic. I can't. Franz. Is my Texan
Franz.
accent? How does my Texas accent do it? Not well, probably. Franz.
No, so far the accent isn't popping up too much.
Not too much.
Not too much. You're good. It's not. I'm here in
Yay!
Texas. All right,
I
y'all.
can do it if you really want me to.
Yeehaw!
Oh my goodness. What was the
Giddy.
first thing you said about me, Mel?
Um.
Wait,
So quick backstory. I first saw Bonnie on a live sci-fi special when they were at the quote unquote Zozo Demon House, and it was day 2, I believe, and she shows up, little tiny thing, and she's not afraid of nothing. She just goes in there. Well, I'm from Texas. I ain't afraid of that. It's like, good lord. You want to try something with me? Try it. Has her Saint Benedict's coin, I think, and just like
I think that is a Texan thing. I didn't realize I was such a little tough ass. It came out. When I heard you say that, I'm like, am I really like that?
I'll punch a demon in the
It's like,
face. Mm-hmm.
it's not wrong though. You weren't wrong. I went back and I'm laughing, and it killed me, because I'm hearing. I was like, wait, I didn't know you at the time. And I had the review about me, And I'm going, oh, well, they put me. And I'm like, wait. Number one, is my accent that bad? Number two, did I just like, yeah, Texans, we're not, we're kind, but we will whoop your ass if you step over us. So, and that goes for anything like demons or whatnot. We will whoop all ass.
Yeah, so that was that. But you, out of everyone, left the biggest impression. So,
I
and
love it.
a beautiful friendship blossomed.
I do. Mel's been my dude for a long time. He is my buddy, my friend. He is awesome. And yeah, and he needs to just be positive.
I'm a pretty positive person 20% of
God,
the time.
Melvin. No, you're not. You're not positive.
Oh my god, what are you seeing, Kat? She is still looking back and forth. Bonnie,
This
what
was,
did you send over here?
I sent nothing. Not here. Not there. I don't think. Did I?
I don't know, but she's like literally, whatever it is, it's something that's like going back and forth, just like a gnat or something.
Is that not Daisy?
I don't know.
I think it probably is. Because like that's I swear that other like while ago it felt like it was Daisy, like stubborn, stubborn, stubborn.
Well,
Like
all of
with
a
you.
sudden she's just gonna pop up and actually, funny thing about that, and I don't mean to jack your show.
No,
Um,
you're I love you, Mel. You're always welcome.
so funny thing about that, I've actually been having some weird crisis in believing and all this stuff where I've just been doubting and questioning like, oh man, is this in my head, am I crazy? I mean, yeah, I'm half past crazy, a block from insane, but it's just like, because it's so far-fetched.
Well, you're ignoring stuff. You're not ignoring things. I feel like.
Oh, and
And
I want to say this real quick. Leash says that yeah, she saw you on the same stream and day and everything, and she's been a fan of you ever since.
I love you, Alicia. You're a sweetheart. I did not realize that I like to call it spunky. Okay? But I know a lot of Texans that, hi, you, I'll shoot you in the eyeball with my
I
fist.
mean, that sounds like some John Wayne stuff. Well, stick 'em up,
You
Pilgrim.
I think we just get angry because there's like, it's hot. It's super hot. It gets so hot at times that we just get angry.
I'm gonna
You
shoot
know,
you because I'm hot. Like, why would you?
what is Mordor? What is it like? What Lord of the Rings? Because like Mordor, how do you say it?
What
Where
the
they're
Eye of Sauron?
yeah, no, where they're going to chunk the ring.
Oh, the
Mordor.
volcano thing. I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, to be totally
It's like I
honest.
think it's Mordor. I can't. I think
Yeah,
Mordor.
it's Mordor. I'm pretty sure.
That's about. It reminds me a lot of Texas.
Wow. Well, anyone who has a ring that needs to be dropped to save the world, there you go.
Drop it in my backyard.
Come on down to Texas. All right.
For real, I'm telling you, it gets hot and we get feisty. That's such a country word too, isn't it? Is that country?
Feisty.
It's
Feisty's
feisty.
okay. I use feisty from time to
It's
time.
feisty, like okay, because I feel like it's a grandma word.
Feisty? No.
Feisty, yeah, but I like it, and I like spunky.
Ay, you're
And
so feisty. Arr. Arr.
I can't, I can't whistle, and I can't. I can
Oh, don't worry. I
a little,
can't whistle either.
a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not even
Only
gonna
every once
attempt and embarrass myself.
you can't whistle it. See, I didn't like. There are a few people I've met that can't, like me, but most people are like they'll whistle so well. This is Texans. They got to call the dogs. They got to call, and they'll do that loudly. And I'm like, how do you do this? That does not work. Like, or people would do it with grass. I'm like, I can't even whistle with my mouth.
Leash says that she uses feisty.
Okay, so then I'm not. a weirdo. I like feisty.
Yeah. Cliff, I am from California.
Ah,
So,
yeah, you don't sound like California at all, Mel.
I
At
I'm
all.
not sure what California is supposed to sound like.
Not like you. I don't know. You sound so proper. Like you need to be. Like you could probably do when people do books, read books for. I guess like what's the name of the where you can read your books or listen to your books online?
Oh, an audiobook?
Yeah, you could do audio reading or book, whatever. You could read the book for people that are too lazy or don't have time to read anymore,
You know,
but like books.
Angie said something similar. So,
She's not wrong.
so
You have that voice that would do it. You have the Mr. Movie Phone voice.
well, no, I wish I had Miss. Hi, thank you for calling Mr. Movie Phone. If you're interested in a certain
That's so
movie,
slow. Yeah,
please. Yeah, I wish.
that's once. I'm telling you, you actually do. You have that for you. So, but
What are you seeing,
anyway,
Cat? This is bugging me now.
now it's
Daisy, if
scaring you.
wow. Um, in
Right.
in response to what we were saying, Angie just says, "All the effing time, he never listens."
You need to start listening. People, keep hearing it. It's like a sign, and everybody that cares about you is telling you the same thing. So,
But seriously, if this is Daisy flying around, can you fly around Bonnie and I will go back to everything and Monet and all that stuff. You know,
start working again.
yeah. If just bug her because you're freaking
I
me
keep
out.
hearing light a green candle.
Now I do have a green candle. The only problem is it's a scented candle and it smells like pears.
And I don't like pears.
I don't like pears.
And this is, you deal with it. Because I'm, like the damn candle and suck it up.
I mean, well, I could just go
And,
to the dollar store and get a green candle, but
okay. And yeah, like, what I've done before is I've like literally put pennies. Well, don't actually. If you have dollars, go for dollars or quarters. Because like last time I used pennies, I got a really shitty raise. It worked. It did work, but it's like you get what you ask for. So I literally got pennies. Like it was cat chain. It wasn't much. It was a raise, so it worked. But like, so if you can put quarters underneath it, um, if you have a dollar bill that you can just kind of lay underneath that, it's like you're, and then like the candle, you know what I mean? It's like you are focusing that to become and to send you that cash flow, and you have to see it. Like my friend said, she just sees it raining money. I'm like, I
yeah.
have imagination. That was harder for me, you know. I'd have to like if I was seeing it that way, there'd have to be a stripper pole or something really
Oh
raunchy because
my.
that'd be. Well, I mean, you've got to come on. Like, why would it be flying money at me? No. So I have to do it
But why
another
a
way that
stripper
works for me.
pole?
But well, how often do you see it rain money when it's not a stripper pole near?
Well, I've never been to a strip club, so I don't know. I don't know what goes on in there. It just seems off and smelly.
I smelly.
Well, when they show stuff on TV, like, okay, here's the thing. All right, when I'm watching certain movies or whatever, and they show the insides of strip joints, I'll use The Sopranos for an example. Great show, by the way. Like, when at the bada bing, it just looks smelly and just off and dark and just no.
When you say smelly, though, please to describe the smell is like I'm hoping you mean smoke.
No. It just looks smelly. Like, seriously.
Poo nanny?
What?
Like it smells like vagina?
What? I didn't say that. I don't know where you got that
That's
from.
what you were thinking.
That's
Oh
not
my
what I was
god,
thinking at all. I just said smelly.
no. I'm sorry. It
I'm not
just seems
wrong.
like
You look at those. They look smelly and they're too dark and it's weird. And who?
I was into one Mel.
And why would I want to give a woman that I
I
can't
went.
touch or
I
do
went. I
anything
didn't.
with some money? What do I get out of this?
I went with somebody before. It's not smelly.
So they had good air freshener, but I'm fairly certain there's.
The little trees. The little trees. Melvin, you got to write a movie because your brain is just great.
I'm
That's
not wrong.
smelly.
It looks smelly.
How would they make money if it's
Because people are
a
desperate and they just want to see some boobs.
smelly titty bar?
I'm telling you, I am not wrong. I mean,
Do you
it's.
know most of them they can't? Most of them don't let them take their bottoms off, so it can't be that smelly.
I, this is going into a terrible direction. We're supposed to be talking about magic.
I well,
Don't look at me.
talking about
I didn't
raining
do
money.
it.
No raining money. So just put money under candles and manifest that shit. It did work. Like I said, it worked for me. But like I put pennies because I'm thinking, oh, it's money. It's just and one that also I felt like I was led to do to write down and to help others, just give it a shot. You know, pennies I wouldn't do pennies. I don't know. Pennies just didn't seem to work. But quarters and nickels, dimes, things like that. I know this sounds crazy, but go dig a hole. And I feel like a full moon would be the time because it charges it. But dig a hole and plant money. And I know that sounds crazy. Plant it though, because you're wanting and you're expecting it to grow. And even like some of the cards is like, that it will be tended to.
All right.
I know it sounds crazy.
I'm gonna get some 20s and do
That's
that.
one that has been. That's one that has been really coming at me lately. That I'm like, okay, you need to go plant money. I'm like, okay. So, but yeah, we need to do this again soon. I have got to get a roll in, kids and stuff. So,
Yep.
but we need to do it again. And actually, Mel, if you wouldn't mind, like if I go to that haunted bridge, would you like to join me on the stream?
Will something bounce over here?
No.
Then sure, why not? I don't have an issue with that.
Okay.
So
Sounds
that'll
good.
be interesting. I'll even
You want to
DJ
do like
for
1
you.
or 2 weeks?
Whenever you want. You know me, and my schedule's fairly open.
Okay. We will discuss it then.
So, but we have to give some thanks to all these fine folks who are in here.
I appreciate all you good souls, man. Keep it.
Leash, Jesh, good Lord, Melvin, speak correctly. Jess, Cliff, Franz, Angie. I don't know if you're still here, Ghostbuster, but Ghostbuster, and yeah, I think that's everybody.
You guys are great. I appreciate you guys.
So, if you haven't done so yet, remember to hit that subscribe button for more content from Bonnie in the future or whenever she feels like doing it, which, well, hopefully it will be in 1 to 2 weeks. And thank you all for showing up. Why am I closing this out like I'm doing unexplained possibilities?
Because you help baby me, Mel, because
So, thank you all.
I'm just.
Thank you all again. Be sure to check out Raven Moon Tarot. Is that it? Raven Moon Tarot?
Raven Moon Tarot.
On Facebook. And subscribe to the channel. And because I can, I'm going to plug Unexplained Possibilities, where you can check out Bonnie's monthly tarot. So be sure to tune in for February because it's going to be love readings.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes.
Doing oracles as well.
The Bob, he loves the love tarots. So,
and feet.
And of course, the feet. Thank you all again, man. It was a ton of fun.
Love you guys.
Bye, everybody.